It looks like Randy's having a fun time turning his field over before winter sets in. Can he get it all done this fall? We'll find out in the coming episodes, but right now, this is episode 69 of a Mountain! Oh, hello there. Just unloading the mower, finally. We're gonna mow the back lawn really quick early this morning. It should be good. It's been a long time coming. And there's actually more grass in here than you think. It's kind of deceptive. You would think that huge pile would not fit in here, but she do. Alright, well, yeah, we're gonna get this backyard mowed. If we can squeeze back in through the scalp. Oh my gosh. We totally had it, but, well, away she goes. Alright, mower's on. Let's do this. Should be looking good. We should have gotten this done before the summer started, but hey, we were omega busy. What can you do? And that's why, hey, today we are on our first time doing 2-day months. So it is actually September 1st, and we will have a September 2nd, which should be pretty good. Really, it's just to try and get more stuff done without leaving it out, honestly, because routinely I just have so much footage that to go through, just about like an hour and a half up to sometimes, and it's really tough to condense that all down without cutting out anything too vital. I mean, it's tough to say, but yeah, I try not to just skip as much as I can, and yeah, so I think if we have 2 episodes, it should be a little bit easier to get everything done in 1 month, because that's really the difficult part. So yeah, that should be good. We will get a bunch done today. We have to finish up all of our bales, and I'm just butchering our lawn over here. Forget how agile this little guy is, honestly. Alright, that should be... Oh, of course I missed one more patch there. Alright, that should be pretty good for this side, and we'll continue on with the rest. And the nice thing is, this actually is the perfect size to do this whole back lawn with how much fits in the hopper. It was like pretty much 100% full, and all we did was cut the grass last time, so that's pretty good. Speaking of grass, we'll have to check our grass field. I'm not sure where it's at. It was looking pretty good last month. I'm hoping maybe this month it is good to go and we can get a head start on that. And just, yeah, with some of these bigger jobs that take a while, it's tough to squeeze them all in, so that should be good. As well as maintaining some of our other stuff, like just little chores, feeding all the animals, looking after them, trying to sell them, as well as just expanding. So yeah, it should be all good there, and just really just means more content coming your way, and hopefully I'm getting a new series going on the way too, so trying to fit that in, recording all of this. It's yeah, hopefully it should make things just a little bit easier on that end. So we'll get the rest of this grassy field done, and it shouldn't take us too long. We'll dump off the rest in kind of that little compost pile we're starting out back, and then we'll head down on into the ranch. You might see the bobcat up here as well, and we are going to be trying to make a little path up to the top of the hill there at some point, because we want to put in a cell antenna. We will get a little bit of a government kickback from that each month, so that's kind of nice. Sorry, just trying to offset our profits and basically all of our working costs from our productions we have going each month. If we can kind of come out even on those, that'd be great, because like currently we're still losing about $1,000 a month from everything we have going on. So that is something that we'd like to try and offset the best we can, and just little things like that would be super useful. So at some point we'll try and get that done as well. But lots of little chores to get done today, and I'm excited to get to it. Got the mowing all done, and yeah, we're in the truck. I suppose we should try and get some milk transferred over as soon as we can. I feel like our water tanker over here is always full. It's tough to get it completely empty, and it looks like right now, probably the same situation. So, we might have to go grab one of our other ones down at the maple syrup area. We haven't really even gotten rid of all of our maple syrup in a while, so there's probably plenty over there for us to deal with, which is good, because we're not necessarily low on money, but we have a lot of expenses coming up, especially with our corn harvest coming up. So, yeah, we're going to need some money, and yeah, definitely a lot of upgrades on the way as well that require that. Alright, the cows only took about 25%, and after thinking about it, our water tanker down for our maple syrup only really can take water. It cannot hold milk. So I think no more room for water. Oh no, is that because our spare ones are full? Interesting. Am I able to fill those ones up? Because that would be useful, hopefully. It might be kind of difficult getting this trailer in there, but we'll see what we can do. We tried to leave ourselves enough space. Oh, yeah, this is going to be tough. Well, we did manage to back it in there, but we kind of messed ourselves up a little bit because we just filled up all those the other day, and we got those water tank extensions, and yeah, now this guy is kind of just full, and I don't have anywhere else to put the water. So, not the end of the world, but we will have to think about some way of getting that milk transferred over. Maybe that's just getting its own milk tank, like a dedicated one just for that. But we'll kind of see how that goes. For now, we're going to make sure our cows are all chopped up. They should be pretty good, and I think we have lots of mix ready to rock, so that's not a problem. Just want to make sure we don't have to deal with them too much more when they're actually completely empty. As you can see, there's still a little bit left in their trough there, so that's awesome. And, you know, one of the upgrades I was hoping to get is actually a bigger mixing wagon. Just something that holds a lot more capacity and something that can pretty much fill them up pretty close to, if not all the way, just from one wagon full. So that would be awesome, instead of having to go back and forth a couple times. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world right now, but as far as just getting everything done efficiently, it would definitely help. Yeah, I guess we may as well get things topped up while we're waiting for that to fill up. We did add in a couple more concrete barriers here, just to kind of keep everything contained the best it can, and it should make life a little bit easier that way. There's not as much spillage, because that first one we put in is definitely proven to be useful, so that's good. I figured why not put in a couple more, that way there's just less mess to deal with. Thankfully this guy's all full now. We'll scrape it on the post coming out. Eventually one time, so we're just going to bust that thing and need to repair it, but for now it's holding up. We're doing pretty good, even though it's a pretty tight space to squeeze through. Why am I pulling in here directly? I guess we have things on either side, but getting out might be an issue, but I think we'll be able to do it. Maybe? Maybe not. Oh yeah, we just haven't used the button to change over on to the other side, so not even a worry. We got it done. Awesome. But yeah, backing up might be kind of tough. Maybe we'll just save it for later. We're not even going to try right now, because the cows, they got food. They're fine for now. we can continue on. Probably should just keep baling would be the play, because we got to go pick all those up at some point, hey? Alright, we are rocking and rolling once again. Can't believe we ran out of fuel on this guy. I had a feeling it was coming, but what can you do? Ended up having to buy a new trailer actually just for diesel, so I mean it's becoming a problem for us, which is not good. I mean that just kills a lot of time. All that time and money we spent, we probably could have done a good majority of this field all finished out baling, but that's alright. We have a fair bit done as it is, and I think definitely is going to need an auto load trailer of some sort today, so we'll probably have to lease one of those and get it over here, because the sooner we can get that done and these bales moved off, we can get the farmhand rolling on the cultivator and just getting this field starting to turn over as quick as we can, because I think we're kind of pushing it to the limit between that and our corn harvest, so we're going to be pretty tight scheduled here the next little bit coming up into winter, but that's all good. We'll try and get this done. I don't even know how many bales we're going to get. We got 33 out of our grass field. I want to say this field is a little bit bigger, so I don't know. I'm going to guess maybe roughly about the same. We'll go with like 35. I don't remember what we got last time. And I guess now that we're no longer harvesting, I could go rip around the headland and get that cleaned up. But we'll get it done either way. And we'll see you on the other side. Alright. Well, that wasn't so bad. It was kind of bad, but it wasn't so bad. There's so many scraps left over. It's kind of annoying, but there are some other options that we've been looking into. Again, it's just money is the barrier, pretty much. So we're going to try and make as much of that as we can, really. That's the name of the game. But, of course, we will get our extra bales just popped out. That way we can get this guy folded up. Wonderful. And take him back. And then, yeah, we should probably go into the shop and just order an auto-load bale trailer while we're here. And, I don't know, do we go pick it up or do we just get the shop to deliver it? That is the question of the day. I suppose we could just go pick it up. It's not really too much of a problem. So, why not? And I suppose, yeah, this guy is the new home for the baler. So, we should get him put in there. I love things just being a little bit more organized. It's been good. We have the room for it, and things are kind of slowly, but seems like rather quickly lately, have been evolving around the ranch, and you love to see it. So that is pretty good with that. I don't know. I feel like we're probably going to need this guy still, so he can just hang out here, and we'll pop into the little office here and get on the computer. Alright, so I really wish this Anderson one could take the type of bales that we have, but who knows, maybe if we get a different baler in the future we can have one that supports round bales as well, because honestly I think they look pretty cool. But I guess, yeah, for the time being, 90,000, we cannot afford that. 4,500, call it 4,600. We'll probably, yeah, we'll have to go grab that. Is there anything on in the sale today? Fabric pallet. That's tempting to buy because I feel like it's going to go up in price. And that's just like free profit. But I think like at the most we'll make a couple $1,000s. So not really too worried about it. Yeah, we don't really need a silage wrapper. I think we used to have one of those guys, but of course we do not anymore. Oh god. Fit through the door frame, Randy. It's not... And I'm walking into posts. I just have no idea where I'm going. Alright, well, get in the truck, I guess. I feel like it might be worth it to take a load of something into town. Maybe some more pallets, something like that. But at the same time, I guess we would have to take this truck, wouldn't we? That way we can tow it back. But we'll just hop in the 250 and rip over there real quick. We would need to prioritize getting that field done. Alright. They got it out nice and ready for us, which is wonderful. Get it hooked up. And dang. Look at these guys. Shop got some new trucks. Looking good. Say they just, yeah, there's day cab, and they got like a full-on sleeper here. This thing's a unit. I like the new color scheme though. That's looking good. I wonder what they did with their old trucks, because those were kind of cool. I like those older, you know, I don't know. I just something about old equipment. It just looks cool, but I don't know. Something to be said about newer stuff too. And it goes either way. But yeah, we'll get this guy back over to the ranch. Probably just throw it on the fence to use it running back and forth if we want to drop our bales off and stock up all of our straw. We probably only need to do one trailer load over there. I think this fits like 14 bales or something like that. And we're going to blow the stop sign. Totally. Yep. All right. Nailed it. But yeah, we might take our other load to the feed store that we just passed right now, because who knows, we kind of could use the money, and we're squeezing it a little bit short. I mean, we have a little bit to play with, but with everything else we want to be getting up to, we could definitely use it. So the nice thing is this corn is looking pretty much ready to be harvested, forage harvested that is, and turned into chaff. So we will be doing that pretty soon as well. That's why we want to get this field kind of finished up. That way we can move on to our corn, which is exciting. So we'll probably just leave this guy right here. There we go. And yeah, then we can go come back in the fence, and then we're good to go. Wonderful. All right. I think if we're going over there, it wouldn't hurt to bring our cultivator. That way it's just ready to go. I don't know if we're going to end up using the fence for it or what, but either way, it's going to be over there to remind us, hey man, this is something you got to do. So, and yes, we have our full Mack truck, our grain trailer's full of grain right now. And as you might have seen, oh my gosh, running into poles everywhere with my head, with my tractor. My gosh, Randy. As I was saying, you might have seen we're missing a big grain silo. And yeah, we actually got the other one taken down. We just sold all of it. It's about $30,000 we got back for it. It was here when we got here, but we just haven't used it the entire time we've been here. We haven't been producing enough grain to even need it. And well, with our new grain trailers, it's difficult to use that belt auger system that we have there, with some of them kind of unload from the bottom, which makes it a little bit difficult, and just all the backing up, especially with these double trailers and trains and stuff like that, it's kind of difficult. So we were looking at getting something a little bit newer, at least for us, just a great grain drive over system that we can just pour it all into there, and then the augers are of course inside. And yeah, so that's kind of the game plan with that. But, of course, yeah, we can't afford it. That's, like, going to be upwards of... Oh, can we even do this with these dual tires? My gosh. That could be a problem. And, of course, our other tractor has dual tires on it as well. Our big John Deere. Well, then. I think we might have to go remedy that really quick. And, yeah, you know, if our other John Deere is loading them all up, then I think this guy can actually just be ready here to cultivate. And, yeah, we'll maybe throw... I don't know. I didn't even see how much horsepower that trailer requires, but I feel like it's going to be pretty heavy when it's all loaded up. So we'll take a look around and see what we can do as far as which tractor to use. Alright, we ended up just taking off one set of wheels on the outside of these guys. Thankfully it is a pretty quick job just taking them off, unbolting them, letting them flop down into the garage, and we can slap them back on later. But yeah, this guy, I mean, he's got 275 horsepower, a little shy of 300, but I mean, he is a little slow, as you can see. Like, this is his top speed. That's where having something a bit more modern for transporting things back and forth is definitely the way to go. But yeah, it was a little bit quicker to do this than go take off all 4 tires on the Fendt. Because yeah, I mean, that would take double the time, and of course putting them back on, same kind of thing. So not too much of a worry. Thankfully everything is relatively close to us. Alright, once it's fully loaded, we may have to use the Fendt if we're taking it over to the feed store. Just with that front weight on there and going across the bridge, up some hills and stuff like that, it might be kind of useful. But for now, we might try and just get one side of this field prioritized. That way they can start doing some cultivating and hopefully not catch up to us on the other side there. Well, that looks to be all of them. So that's awesome. We got, what, 28 put away into our shed, and I'm not sure how many are on here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So we'll see how much money we get for that at the farm store, because we're just going to rip on over there. Well, I guess the feed store and the farm store. Both. Because we're going to sell the bales at the feed store, and then head over to the farm store and drop off this trailer. Not really too fond of going through the streets with the tractors and big equipment if I can avoid it, but at the same time we're already like halfway there. We're pretty close, so I mean, doesn't hurt. We'll throw on the hazard lights and we'll mob over there. This tractor is great. It's one of those things when you're in the field you don't notice it because you can only go so fast with implements and things like that. But when you're driving around the yard, especially if you have a big one, it seems like it just takes so much longer, especially if you're used to things like your truck or just other kind of things like that, motorbikes, gators, whatever. So we have made it. We'll get these guys dropped off and sold. Right here, they buy hay, they buy straw. Alright, hopefully this covers the cost of our trailer. I think $4,600, something like that, would be nice. Oh yeah. A cool $11,500, so I will take that. Should get this into transporting position. Don't want that guy hanging loose while we're going down the road. So, off we go. I should maybe try my best to hug the shoulder. That way, if anything swings out, it's not going to hit people. They're not getting worried. Like, come on by, blue car. Yeah, wonderful. And, yeah, let's take the back roads. We'll be there in a moment. We have arrived. Alright, hopefully that is good enough for them. And, yeah, we will return this guy. Alright, we have made it back. We'll pull this guy back in here. That way we can slap on these other tires. And we should probably go check out how that cultivating is going. And you know what, if we're going to do that, I think I want to bring all of our slurry and stuff like that over there, which I think not having the wide tires on actually might be kind of a little bit easier, just getting in and out of our cow area with all that big machinery. As much as the double tires is great, we'll probably just toss them on after we get everything loaded up in there. So yeah, that's the game plan. Trying to just be a little bit smart with moving things around, making as little trips as possible, but at the same time I say that, and when I was at the store I maybe should have bought another milk tank just so that we can get that job done, but what can you do? I think we do have to go back there. I mean, I know we have to go back there at some point. Alright, and yeah, this certainly has no problems while this guy's empty, but when she's full, oh, she's a heifer, alright. Alright, we got our slurry all kind of set up to get rocking on that, and farmhand is just kind of starting that a little bit. We're going to rock around the headland a little bit because this area is kind of tricky for them, so we'll finish that up and then they can finish off just doing the rest in the middle, which is nice and easy for them, and then we'll continue on doing our slurry kind of as long as we can. It's already about 6:30 in the day here, so we're kind of getting to that end point. We're nearing sundown, you know, but hey, lights are on the tractor, and nothing wrong with some long days. This shouldn't take us too long, thankfully. This tractor is it's an absolute unit when it comes to pulling this thing along, so you'll love to see that. We'll probably just make another strip up to the top. That way they have plenty of room to turn around. And there are a couple little miss spots that, I mean, they're not the end of the world, but what can you do? I guess we should have done this little patch while we were cultivating, but that's okay. We can always finish it up later. For now, we'll probably just try and get a little bit more slurry down on the field until the farmhand is all done, and then that's probably a good place to call it an evening. But yeah, this September 2nd tomorrow, which is awesome because we have all that corn to forage. harvest. Harvage. I like that. Forage harvest. Harvage. Anyways, yeah, we have all that to do, so that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that, as well as we have a lot of animals that we can probably look at selling. A bunch of cows. I know they're starting to get up there in age, which is kind of nice. And hey, I guess we can do the headland too, which is also kind of nice. So, not really too worried about straightening out completely. I just want to get rolling up this hill if we can. Oh no, we're going to have another one of those situations where we're not going to be able to get by them. Huh, lift the hoses. I guess we'll just stop. Okay. Well, here she goes. Are you going to be alright? Can you turn around? Oh, they're backing down. We're going to take our chance here. Oh no. Okay. Well, that's what you get. Alright. I feel like we did this before when we were doing our cornfield. Okay, well, there you go. Thanks for the inconvenience, guy. And a weird little mist strip. Alright, we're good. We're going. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, there we go. Wasting time again. Now we're just rolling down the hill. So, hopefully they'll be done pretty soon. I mean, oh, and now we're going super slow again. Okay. Yeah, hopefully they're going to be done pretty soon because, yeah, it's starting to get pretty late. Either way, we'll have to get it done in the morning, if not tonight. Alright, it is 8:30, so I figured it is probably a good time to call it quits. It's been a long day. We've gotten a fair bit done, and we've got a lot more to do tomorrow, but thankfully this is all set up. Slurry is already in the works. This pretty much just needs a couple more strips down to finish cultivating, and yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm wondering if the grass is going to be ready to do tomorrow. Kind of hope not. Because we do have a fair bit to get done, but all good. We're gonna have to be leaving some of our machines out, which is kind of nice. Seems a little bit more maybe realistic. I don't know, something along those lines. But either way, should be good. We'll continue where we left off tomorrow. So looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.